This is my experimental marmalade made from a Buddha's hand in Meyer lemons. I harvested these from my garden and wanted to make something delicious. I've never made marmalade before, but it turned out really good, so here we go. I started by scrubbing everything down, and when I cut open the Buddha's hand I realized that it was mostly rind. But I didn't want to waste any of it because my tree only produced one Buddha hand this year. So I shredded it the best I could and decided to boil it. I boiled it for 10 minutes, dumped the water, and then repeated that twice. This helped get rid of all the bitter flavor that the rind had. Then I peeled my lemons and got rid of as much rind on there as I could as well. Since I would be using alternative sweeteners with this, I wanted to have as little rind as possible so I didn't have to use as much. It also helps that Meyer lemons are a little bit sweeter than regular lemons. I sliced up all the rinds to be added to the Buddha's hand once it was done boiling. This is what I was left with, and then I de-seeded them and removed all the membranes because I didn't want those either in case they were bitter. After I finished that, I removed as much water as I could from the Buddha's hand and then added everything in the pot with it. I did not add any white sugar to this recipe, instead I used 2 cups of orange blossom honey from a local company. About halfway through, I added a half a cup of coconut sugar because it was still a little bitter. It definitely changed the color, but it still tasted great. I used 2.5 scoops of this as my thickener. After this, I let it slowly simmer until it reached 220 degrees Fahrenheit. Then I canned it into sterilized jars and gave it a water bath for 10 minutes. The jars cooled overnight, and this is the end result. Absolutely delicious.